1 second, I'm finishing something here.
Sure.
Go ahead. What were you saying? Over there.
When do you guys all leave Atlanta?
5:50.
Who wants to go first?
Assuming any of us can leave Atlanta with how this fog is.
Is it foggy down there? Really?
Foggy.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you can't see out the window.
I mean, you can see out the window.
Just not far.
I'm not supposed to come back till like 10:30 tonight. So.
Really?
I'll tell you what. There's supposed to be snow coming too. So
yeah.
All right, guys, I'm ready to go here. Happy New Year. I hope you all have all your dreams and wishes and some of you guys' fantasies, whatever it is, come true. But the rest of us is going to try to win a game. It was great watching the game last night. We got out of practice just in time to watch the game. It was, I think, fun. It was a strange game. I think everybody would agree, but one that a month from now we're 12-1, or that's all that really matters. So I'm excited about that for Mel, for his team. You know, as I told you, we were trying to get through the COVID stuff. I think we got through, at least so far. Did a couple of days of film and practice since the game. As you know, I wasn't very happy with our performance. I thought defensively we were terrible, but getting our full group back will help some, although that shouldn't be an excuse. I think, you know, getting Marcus and Max and Pierre back, you know, they weren't off too long, so it's conditioning doesn't seem to be a major problem, but we got a lot of challenges ahead, and it starts on Sunday against a team that absolutely destroyed us last year. They're coming off their own issues. They've had a couple COVID things, so which players and that, I don't know, but they are a very dangerous team. They're very experienced. They've had a lot of guys back from last year. Of course, Bowie's back, Nance is back. Those are two guys that really hurt us. Barry hurt us. He's back. Lieb hurt us. He's back. The only one not back that hurt us is the kid Kopp, who transferred to Indiana. He'll probably hurt us when we play them. So everybody hurt us last year is back, that's for sure. What they did last year is they defended us pretty well. We didn't shoot the ball very well. And I think over there for the opener of the new year, it'll be a dogfight. Nance has really improved, I think. He's stronger, he's more athletic, has really developed to be one of the better players in this league. We already know about Bowie and what he can do, but they've got experience on their team. And the two other, guys that Barron hurt us a little bit as a 6'10" wing guy that can shoot it. And Young really has been a good player for them inside. He's their third leading scorer. He draws a lot of fouls. So as I said, they're deeper than they've been. They've got to transfer in. I think Chris is a very good coach. He's done a good job. They've run a lot of good stuff offensively, and we have to improve enormously defensively for us to play a good game and find a way to win the game. Questions?
Go to Matt Charbonneau first, then Kyle Austin.
So Tom, just to be clear, all those three guys are back for Sunday, and there's no other issues at this point? No
other issues so far. As you know, it's a day-to-day thing, but no other issues. And it looks like they'll all be back. And I think at least get, 1.5 practices in. So that'll be good.
And I know it wasn't exactly how you wanted to do it with all this time off since you had these issues. And so it was a little limited, but is there something to say about kind of starting to get back into the routine a little bit of where you're playing a little more regularly, and this kind of is the start of that?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. It's, as you said, we played 2 games since the 11th of So it'll be 2 games in 21 days or something. And that is a little strange, to be honest with you. And yet we didn't get a lot of practice time in there, which I've usually relished during this period of time. We didn't get that either because of the situation, both of finals, Christmas break, and then coming back and having COVID, having 7, 8 players, because we had a couple of travel issues, not just COVID. So it is going to be nice to get back into the routine today. We had meetings early. We got practice in a little while. And then figure out when we're going over. It might be tonight. It might be tomorrow because of the weather. So it's always, there's always something going on. And yet I'm just happy we're playing because a lot of teams didn't get to play. As you saw, I think there were 29 games scheduled 2 nights ago and only 13 played.
We'll go to Kyle Lawson next.
Yeah, first time, real quick. I know they canceled the game schedule for yesterday. Have you talked to Chris? Are they pretty confident they're going to be able to go on Sunday?
I talked to him the day before their game. I knew it was going to get canceled. And yeah, he's pretty confident they're going to be, they'll get their guys back too. But again, just like us, today something could happen. I mean, it's that crazy out there. But I think I feel comfortable that both of us will be ready to go and ready to play.
And then looking at your defense these last couple of games, I know you haven't been pleased. Have you seen it mostly as an effort issue? Are there any other kind of things you're looking at defensively that you want to improve on?
I don't think it was scheme wise, but I do think that we just, I don't know if we got a little fat and sassy. I don't know what we did. It just didn't seem like we had, which falls on me, I'm the one that's got to get them ready to play. I think we were ready schematically. I'm not sure we were ready emotionally. And I was a little disappointing, but the last game too, we had guys sick. We had 5 guys when we came back that were out. Some of them had gotten it right before the last game. So even the practices were minimal at best. And so I can use that as a good excuse, even though I don't feel like doing that. There were still some things that we just didn't do that I think we addressed. We had a long film session. We had a couple of practices yesterday, a long film session again. And I think they understand and we understand what we got to do.
We'll go next to Chris Solari.
I'm wondering how much you maybe kind of learned, or the guys kind of learned a little bit about playing without Marcus in that back line and how important he is for your defense at this point.
Well, I think, in the case of Marcus, definitely. And in the case of Max, a guy that we thought he'd be our biggest defensive liability when the season started. And boy, has he proved different than that. So hats off to Max. But Markey, you're right. He's a shot blocker. He's a shot changer, even if he's not blocking them. And he's an experienced guy that has been around. So I thought we missed both of them a lot. But I do think we missed Marcus. And Marcus was as excited to come back as I've seen him. So that's the other positive of this, as we enter the Big Ten right now. I think we got some guys mentally, Joey and Markey and, some of the rest of them that are maybe at an all-time high, and that's good news going into the league.
And I know you're mentioned about going back there and what happened a year ago at Northwestern. I'm just wondering how much maybe having the fans back, because it is kind of a home court advantage in some ways, helps. Yeah,
I don't know how much of a home court it'll be either, because I think with their new arena, they're selling more tickets. It used to be, as you say, 55-45, some of the teams that they played against. But it'll be good to have some Spartan fans. This place was rocking the other night. There was a lot of fans here for a Christmas game. It was packed. So that was encouraging, enjoyable. But just having fans in the stands makes it a big deal. And remember, last year, we did not play well. We did not shoot well, but they did play well. And Bowie was out of his mind. I'm not sure he ever played like that again. That was either our bad defense or his great offense. But we have great respect for them. I have great respect for Chris, the job. I love what they run.
Oh, yeah.
It's just,
I heard you had me on my deathbed, but no.
Hey, Rico, either mute or get in the ball game, huh? You're interrupting my news conference, my press conference here. But just kidding, Rico. Don't take it. Some people take everything too serious nowadays. But I think it'll be good to have fans back in the stands, yes. I don't know how much it'll help us, but I'm looking forward to it.
Go get him, Tom. Let him have it. Don't lay off on him.
Rico's, did he just wake up? He must have, because as bad as some of you look, Rico won't even put his face on the deal. So he must look awful.
We'll go next to Audrey.
Hey, Tom, obviously, yes, you begin Big Ten play for real now and all Big Ten games until March 6th. And so how ready do you feel as though you guys are to begin this stretch of games? And then just maybe the excitement level too of to just now have just all conference games.
Well, you know, it's interesting because if you asked me before the Oakland game, I said, boy, we are ready to play in the Big Ten. You know, our defense was good. Our enthusiasm was good. Then we have this long break. We have a couple of average games. And it's like when you lose a game, when you coach, you could win 20 in a row and you lose one and you say, I wonder if I'll ever win another game. You know, that's how we are. I don't feel as good as I did, but I do feel good that we corrected the problems. At least we identified the problems. And whether they get corrected, it'll be up to the players. But I feel good. You know, I can't look at too much. Tubby's team played well. They made some shots. We were missing some people. We didn't have much practice time. You know, it was 4th of July and Christmas for them. And I didn't think we approached that game that way. And I almost apologized to our fans because I thought they gave a lot more effort than we did in that game. And there might have been reasons, might not have been, but it sure hasn't been the norm for this team. So I'm not losing a lot of sleep over it. But you never feel as comfortable when you haven't played well in your last game or two going in. But I am excited for the Big Ten. I think the league's going to be, I still think it's going to be stronger and strong. You see some of these, I guess, upsets and teams have been losing. There's so many reasons, you know. Did Michigan lose last night because of, you know, whatever they went through? Did somebody else lose because of what they're going through? Some people are up front like I am. Some people aren't. But I got a feeling now as we home into January and February, you're going to get everybody's best shot.
We'll go next to Matt Charbonneau.
I obviously wasn't there the other day, but seeing Joey played, can this kind of, and you referenced it a little bit earlier, can this be kind of a, almost like a breakthrough for him? And how important would that be for this team if he just starts building off what we saw the other day?
Well, you know, he's been playing well in a lot of games. Sometimes he's scoring, sometimes he's not taking many shots. But when we look at our grading out, he's graded out the highest of anybody we've got by far. Talking offense, defense, passing the ball, taking care of it. His defense has been a lot better. He's rebounding the well. He goes to the basket. He does some things that we need done. Now it looked like his, you know, he felt real comfortable with his shot, and yet he made some great passes. So, you know, there's no question. I said at the beginning of the year, if Max and Joey start shooting better, our team changes a lot as long as our defense keeps up. Our defense went down. Joey shot a little better. Max did against Oakland and then didn't get to shoot the next game. So we'll see. But I do think I got a lot of faith in Joey. I have had. Yeah, it's been crazy sometimes, but hasn't changed my my faith in him and our man and Malik can play some 3-2. So I think that's one of our strengths.
I don't know if you guys can hear me. I'm kind of locking up here, but if anybody has any more, I think we have time for one or two more.
Yeah, you don't have to be as formal, you know, with Max. You guys got you guys all lined like you're taking off on a runway or something. You can just yell out, you know, it doesn't bother me at all. So how's that, Max? And by the way, Rico comes in, interrupts the press conference, and now he doesn't have a question.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Rico fell back asleep. It's no big deal.
I guess the best part is you can't see me.
That is the best part. You're right. How the Red Wings doing, Fred? When do the Tigers start playing?
We can hear you.
Maybe they can't hear me.
Yeah,
You guys hear me?
I'll do one more then. One guy you didn't mention is for Northwestern. I didn't hear you mention is Chase Audich. I know he was out for a while. He came back. I mean, how do they look different, if at all? You know, with him, I know he had 14, I think, against Maryland when they beat them.
Yeah, you know, he came back. It was his first game back. He took 17 shots, as we all know from last year. He can fill it up, you know, and sometimes that helps, sometimes it hurts. But I think they've got a very good team that, I mean, you talk about an experienced team. They might have as much experience as anybody in our league as far as guys that have made starts and everything. And like I said, they really run a lot of good stuff. So we're going to have to be really good defensively and shoot the ball better offensively if we want to win. And yet I think this team is ready to go. We're about as prepared as we can be and excited as we can be, and maybe understood. You know, there's going to be some letdowns within a season. Coach has to understand that. Players have to. We had a couple letdowns. We found a way to win during those letdowns. That speaks volumes about a team somewhere too. Well, listen, if there's not any other questions, I'm going to go pack because we might be leaving tonight. We're on call. I would say that make sure you all travel safe. Wear your masks. Take care of yourself best you can. A lot going around in those airports. Have a good New Year. I look forward to seeing, if some of you are over there, seeing you there. Otherwise, I'll see you when I get back. Take care, guys.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Safe travels.
Thanks, everybody.
Happy New Year to you guys.
See you over there.
Thanks.